Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Yes, it is Joytoy Warhammer 40k time, and I've got all 6 of the Ultramarine Terminators that were delivered to my house 2 days ago. Just getting around to doing the review now. So busy, so many things to do outside of YouTube and inside of YouTube and whatnot as well. So today's date is we are Sunday the 3rd of September 2023. Thank you, Joytoy, for this awesome calendar. Okay, let's have a look at the boxes going from, stay there calendar, stand up, it's gonna fall over, left to right. Okay, so first one, Sergeant Turconon, I think that's how you pronounce that. Looks pretty cool. It looks like they've got some nice paint apps on the pauldrons there, but the blue, has it got the inking? It might have a little bit of inking. Appears to be some in the fingers, so we'll see in a little while. Does look nice. Now, I really like the Blood Angel ones, but am I going to like these more? I'm not sure. And what people were complaining about is still there. Look, they skipped a leg day, but hey, they do look nice. I do like these. Very, very nice looking. Next is Brother Orionus. Or Ionus. Could be as well, but I think Orionus. Looks very nice again there. Again, the pauldron looks great. Very, very cool. And these are all around 13.4 cm, I think. Also 13.4. That's the top of the head or top of the back part above the head, not the banner or whatever else. Sergeant Bellan. Or Sergeant Bellend on a bad day, but there you go. Does look pretty cool again. Aha, he's got an unhelmeted head. Not a bad sculpt, that's pretty good. That's approaching the Salamander sort of quality of face sculpt, I think. Some of the recent ones, post Salamanders, haven't been great, not in comparison. That's pretty cool. Let's go to what everyone's favourite one's probably going to be. Brother Andrus or Andrus or Andros maybe. Very classic sort of GW sort of look. Is that a cyclone missile launcher or rocket launcher? I forget what it's called. Does look nice. I just wonder if he's going to need his footplate, because looking at the others, oh, they are showing the footplate on the back as well. I was going to need it to be so top heavy with that missile rack, but he looks like an absolute beast. Very, very cool. Then we have Brother, well, that's a different one, Acastian. Not too bad, I guess. Nice hammer and shield. Now, it is worth noting that the Blood Angel ones were particularly good, in fact better than Space Marines in terms of shoulder articulation. So it'd be nice to see if they've kept that or improved that on these two. Again, a very nice looking figure. And I'll put a link for the Blood Angels wand in the top right for you. And lastly, we have Brother Caesarian or Caesar. I'll say Caesarian section. Caesarian as opposed to Caesarian, who does look particularly nice again as well. These look fantastic on your shelf setup, I'm very sure. He appears to come with the least, but he's got a nice gun and his great big power fist. Okay, I'm going to unbox and set them up. Please consider joining the Patrons, free for 7 days. You get to see everything since uploaded. No need to wait around 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months, 5 months, whatever. There are other benefits too. And you can cancel on the 7th day or within the 7 days and you'll not be charged a penny. It's worth checking out. Link in the top right of the screen now. Okay, I'll be back in an instant with these guys set up. Stay tuned. And here they are, obviously all set up. They do look amazing posed together. Very, very nice action figures indeed. Okay, so let's start with accessories. All of them except the ones are power fists. So we have 1, 2, 3 power fists. So the other 3 come with one set of alternate hands. So they come standard right hand trigger, left hand fists. They come with the opposite, left hand trigger, right hand fists. Now the ones that have power fists, 1, 2, 3, have right hand trigger. They also come with just a single right hand gripping. The Sergeant Bellan, here's his unhelmeted head, which is a nice sculpt, I have to say. I'm actually quite keen on that. Still not as good as the Salamanders, but very, very atmospheric and very angry indeed. Very cool. And they all come with action figure bases, the clear bases we've seen previously. They just look amazing. They take up a lot of space, but they look really, really good. So let's get a close look. Let's start with the Sergeant far left, Turkonon. I think that's Turkonon on the far left. Yeah, let's have a look. Should be him. He does look nice. And you see really great work they've done here on this part, on the shin, also on the pauldron. The paint apps there pretty good. There is some inking you can see on the darkening around the pauldron there. So there is some inking applied. Also you can see in the thighs, but it's not enough. You need more on the fingers to make the shadows and the depth really sort of come to life. I mean, obviously here they've put a lot of effort and it looks great, but more is needed. You can see it here as well on the back of the legs, the sort of darkness there, but I think more would be nice. And there is some highlighting. Look at the vent, just highlighting on those sort of, I'll call them vents, whatever they are there as well. So there's some minor highlighting too. Gun is great. The magazine, the clip doesn't come out. Sword is pretty cool too. Nice looking figure. Okay, next with his massive gun and power fist. I'm actually impressed that he doesn't need his figure stand to stand up. He doesn't fall over falls. He's very secure. He doesn't want to. His arm doesn't drop down to because the weight of the gun. He still holds it, and the gun's quite heavy. The barrel doesn't rotate, which is a shame. That'd have been awesome. But he does look really nice. The back is pretty much the same. Very, very cool indeed. Now there is articulation on the gun in that this part here goes backwards and closes. So to make him hold it, I took his hand off, folded this backwards, made him grip it, folded it over, then pushed the arm through the hole here back into the socket on the hand. You see they've got the inking on the white here and also on the head on the white, which looks nice on the skull. That same pauldron also got the sort of inking there, which is nice. The blue is lightly done. Again, it's not enough, but I'm happy that they actually got it on there. Not just a plain blue. And that sort of green wire, the contrast with the silver does look very, very nice. Again, you can see the highlights on the back there. Part of me thinks there's like, what are these in the game? These little parts, they look kind of like magnets, but magnets for what? No, they are magnets. Let me tap it with something, see what sound like it. Oops, I dropped his gun. No, it's plastic. So his hand popped out a joint there, so, which is great because you have the gun now. It's just a fold over here. So I put the hand in here and fold over. But getting to push into his wrist is a bit tricky, but he can do it. Okay, that's a clip. That's a click in. Very nice. So that one was Brother Orionus. Now let's come to Sergeant Bellan. Sergeant Bellend. Here we go. It's got the little banner. The banner looks nice with the folded over part, but there's no inking on it, which it needs something on there. Bit more on the gold needed too. Gun slightly different with the magazine there. Nice again on the pauldron and on the whites on the skulls here. Very plain on the black again. You can see the sort of inking going around the edges. nice looking figure. Now to what's going to be probably everybody's favourite. Let's see if I can put him back. Brother Andros. Is that a Cyclone missile launcher, I think? Also got the power fist with the chain saw part. Is it a chain fist maybe? Very nice. These feel like they're hollow. It's a shame there's no sort of move in and out, but it does look really quite good. Except having nothing on his shins here really makes him look like the odd one out from the group. And I do prefer that open power fist to the closed one. Again, really nice on the pauldron. And it's nice to have the weight a bit dirtied on this pauldron here. So it looks like he has done something, you know. He doesn't overbalance despite the weight of that. He stands up quite nicely, which is great. Now to brother, what's this? This is the AC. Brother Arcastian, I think, with the shield and the hammer. The cable for the hammer is attached to his underneath his wrist here, so it's a bit awkward perhaps to hold it sometimes, but it's okay. And all of them, their hands are really stiff, too stiff, so it's a bit of a struggle to make him hold things. Again, looks nice. Again, you can see the ink work very nicely on the skull and the shield, on the body as well, on the white. But again, the blue is very subtle. Also, the handle on the shield here, the twisting of it was really quite tough. But it's nice work on the handle on the skull of this hammer he's got there. Another great figure. And then lastly, Caesaran, as opposed to Caesarian, Mr. Section we'll call him. Battling of a Hulk hammer fist punch. Smack! Comes with the least things, but it's great to have him to complete the team. He does look nice as well. I mean, they all look nice. Very, very cool. Now, with regards to articulation, I'll be looking at 2 of them, I think. No, yeah, 2 of them. Maybe 3 for one small part, causing me some minor differences, obviously. But great looking figures. Okay, articulation. Let's go through our first guy first. So no power fist involved here. I'll keep the weapons on, I think. So there's nothing on the back. It says that the hand coming off. There's nothing on the backpack that articulates like the standard ones have those nozzles. You could twist this on the head if you wanted to. It's a pushing anyway. So you can look left and right. Tiny, not even up and down in this one, but he does get a side to side. Shoulders do go all the way around, very stiff. There doesn't appear to be a shoulder roll on this one. Lateral raise, not great, but it's really this part on the pauldron that pops down here that's stopping it. Without that, he would go slightly higher, so it's not as good as I was hoping for. There is a bicep swivel, double elbow joint on the bicep. It gets over 90 degrees very easily, and there's that same double barbell on the wrist, so articulation on the wrist is good. He has really nice trunk forwards, backwards, side to side, and turn. Then his waist again has action, so together. I mean, the forwards is really good. The backwards is really good. The side to side is really good. So for his bulk, it's really amazing articulation for the upper body and the waist and trunk. Legs, this belt part here is going to get in the way, but that is pretty impressive for a chunky boy. Forwards is not great. Backwards is impressive. So it kind of makes up for the forwards. There is a thigh. There should be a thigh twist, I'm saying somewhere. I'm not getting a thigh twist on this actually. I'm getting a small turn from the hip, but the thigh, if it does twist from inside the black to the blue there is very stiff, and I don't want to break my new figures. I'll try another one in the second. Don't want to heat them up at the moment. It's a double kneecap bend. Kneecap's not too ugly inside, and he gets over 90 degrees. And then foot is a double barbell, double ball joint, so he gets a turn, gets a swivel, gets a small, actually a pretty decent tippy toe, not a small one. Dorsiflexation is small, but you do get the toe articulation, so pretty good. Now let me go and quickly look at another one. I'll look at the next guy, the Power Fist. Only going to look at his Power Fist. Now the Power Fist on him and the last guy, all of them in fact, have the wire, or the cable, sorry. So they get 0 turn or anything on the Power Fist, which is a shame. Now his thighs again are, no, there we go. His thigh is turning, so there is a thigh turn, a thigh cut, which is great. And then lastly, look at our Andronos again, the cyclone missile launcher guy, because he has the missiles which we can independently adjust, but they don't turn. And it'd be nice if there was something to make the missiles pop out a little bit, but there's nothing like that. We saw that on the, is it the Ratnik from the Infinity line, from Corvus Belly, that Joytoy do, which is pretty good. Very nice. A fantastic bunch of squeeze in figures. Size wise, they said 13.4 on the box, and I'm getting about 13 to top of it. I'm getting about just over 12. Top of this part here, I'm getting around about 13.4. That's pretty good. Top of the banner on the Sergeant is like 25, just about. Top of this missile launcher is about 17. So very nice. Now they are going to tower above your standard 118 scale, going to tower above most your Warhammer stuff too, even the other Space Marines. If I make a bit of space, can I zoom out a little bit? Okay. Let's move him over this way. He's already half on the display part, half not. So again, go back to my Body 1 Invicta Warsuit pilot, because he sort of permanently lives on my desk at the moment. Ultramarines 1 again. Bear in mind the Body 2 is slightly taller. And you see that he is looking very small in comparison. But what would be really cool with these guys, actually, let's get another zoom out a little bit, if we were to pose them with the Primarch of the Ultramarines. Now these guys look a touch on the small side, so let's get him ready for this. Very cool. I mean, having just that as a shelf setup would be very, very impressive, though. And I'm sure people do it with the Honor Guard or the Victrix Guard instead. 6 great Terminator releases from Joytoy Warhammer 40k line. I think they're fantastic. I mean, I liked all of the Blood Angel ones, and I like all of these ones as well. Which do I prefer? I would say I prefer the Blood Angels in general over these, except for obviously my Cyclone missile launcher guy, who I think just looked absolutely fantastic. But that's just, you know, the one-off. I hope I'd be nice they released one for the Blood Angels as well. 6 great figures. I think they are awesome. Really, really do like them a lot. Okay, this is Awesome Actually signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon, link in the video description below, along with discount codes and links. It is worth checking it out. I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.